basically, they picked this catfish, put it in the jug, and I felt it vibrate, and I heard a wee noise, you know. It's like this rapid wee. It's like, I don't know. And I just felt the jug vibrate, and I was like, ah, what? Who was that? And I looked down, and the thing was sending out stress signal. It was actually talking, you know. So it's one of those talking sort of catfish. So I thought I'd let you know that in case you do look to get them, and they're friendly. They are pretty friendly. I had two silver sharks. They're friendly. Them. And I had a shark, a red-tailed shark that was obviously adult, but unfortunately died. That was before I had my external filter. That external filter has made a massive difference. My advice is, internal filters are a heap of shite, and you know, internal filters are a heap of crap. They really are. They're not worth it. You know, internal filters, all it does is it collects the dirt, right? And you find that you're constantly having to clean it out. You know, it's the hassle of taking out the water. It's all that sort of work. And you find that, see, with an external filter, you don't think about it this way, but even when it catches that sort of dirt in, when it's already inside the tank, you know, that must contaminate the rest of the water. So you know, it's not really, it isn't as good as an external filter, and that's why I highly suggest getting an external filter. I mean, that external filter that I got, that's just got two tubes running up to it, that cost 50 to £60, you know. I mean, for what it's worth, believe me, for what it's worth, even though it's maybe £40 dear or whatever, for what it's worth, it is far superior. It really does save you a lot of work. Although I would suggest, even at that you do occasional sort of gravel cleans. If you've got a gravel cleaner, doing gravel cleaning is one thing. What can I tell you? Plus, I've got a scraper, and I know I do need to actually scrape and clean the glass, and I'm going to do that pretty soon. I might actually at some point tomorrow, or you know, in my free time, is take a few of the ornaments out and give them a good rinse and clean and scrub, you know, because by the looks of that, look at that, even closer, right. I can't be arsed using the setting on this thing to get you a close up, but you can see yourself, look at it, you know. I don't really need to say much. I mean, it's just completely filled with algae. Your bottom feeders are really good algae eaters. Your plecos, they go around and they clean the plants. That's all they do. They're excellent to have, you know. They're really good tank mates. I've had no problems in that tank. At first, I noticed the two of them, the two sort of parrotfish. The two parrotfish were antagonising my silver dollars. Now, I don't know the reason for that. I don't understand, because they seem pretty friendly. By the way, and if you do get silver dollars or your parrotfish, I highly suggest you do not buy real plants expecting them to be there within a couple of days, because they're herbivores. They're herbivores, so they will basically eat them, you know. They'll eat your plants. They really will. That's the thing, they will eat your plants. What can I tell you? Just like I say, you know, If you're going to get silver dollars, you could get fake plants like what I got. Now, I didn't get the plastic ones. I do not trust plastic plants for fish. For the simple reason is, you go into these shops and they sell these plastic ones. I kind of think to myself that, what happens if the fish rubs against them and scars them or something when they're darting away, you know? I prefer those ones. They're more, they, they're more realistic, you know? Although it's more textured, right? It's textured, but it's more free flowing. It's more realistic, and it's less harm for your fish, I believe. I've had fish tanks, 2 so far. Well, actually 3. I've had them for a good couple of years now, and I do have enough experience to at least say I don't know everything. I'm not an expert, right? I'm not an expert, but I have experience. You know, I do have experience, and you learn as you go along. I think one of the things when I first got fish, one of the things you learn straight away is just how different their personalities are. It's amazing. It honestly is amazing, the different personalities they have on different fish. And that could go for your betta fish, for example. I mean, I've had many betta fish, and they're hard to look after. They really are. Do not believe. I don't believe the crap that betta fish are the type that can go without, you know, a heater and all the rest of it, and, you know, as this other so-called professional was saying about their environment. Fair enough, their environment, but I don't know what to believe of that. And plus, I've read up on it, and people have been saying that's just a lot of crap. And the thing is, with the betta fish, they really do have different personalities. Some of them are more aggressive than others, and you'll find that. They're called Siamese fighters because the two males cannot get on with each other. If the two males face each other, they tend to fight. And in a small tank, I think with a betta fish it would stress it out because it sees its reflection in the glass. What happens is when it sees its reflection in the glass, it's constantly looking to fight itself. I believe that's a sign of stress, and that's not a good thing.